And hello, everybody. Welcome to the Paranormal Guyz. Not to be confused with Paranormal Guyz. They don't use a Z. And we're only para. We're not paranormal or normal. We're just normal guys with a Z. So don't get that confused. All right. So welcome. Anybody who's a regular can tell that, well, I am not back at my home base yet. I am still in... Where the hell am I? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm still in Knoxville, and I will be for a bit. So just hang tight. I know there's some changes. Our guest is running a minute behind. We've got the wonderful and beautiful Amanda.
Oh, thank you. Hey, how's it going?
It's going well. Oh, and let me remember, we want to thank WRFN, Radio Free Nashville, and we want to thank our new show network, the Bigfoot Radio Network. Thank you. We appreciate you for allowing us on. And all aboard Amtrak. I didn't get paid for that one, so you'll pay for the next one, Amtrak. And we also are live on Yerg's Radio. You can go to yergsradio.com. And we're also on Rainbow Radio. You can get all the links on Yerg's Radio to go to either one. So we're live on both, and we'll be, I don't know, we're some other places too. I don't know. So.
Hey, look, we have Jason Aldean in our chat tonight. Check that out.
Holy cow.
Wow.
We are moving up in the world. Jason, how are you, man? You want a link? I'll let you in.
We can interview you right here, right now.
That's it. I don't know much about your songs, but I will Google it real quick. So hello,
No
Wendell.
clue.
Welcome to the chat.
Isn't it funny how, I'm not talking about whoever this Jason is in our chat, but so funny how people online think they need to pretend to be somebody else, to get attention. And then people think they're actually dating these famous people. And it's crazy.
Yes, it is. It is. Speaking of that, I had to go through a relative's phone today, and someone had texted her pictures of receipts and said, I've paid this for you. I need you to pay me. And I'm like, oh, she didn't reply. I'm like, oh, delete block. Because you know how the elderly people are about doing things like that. So, yeah, I mean, my daughter actually works for Bank of America, and they have an entire department. Hello, Chris. Welcome. It's a stressful period right now. Thank you for asking, Chris. A Bank of America has a whole division where, like, let's say you have an account with them and you have, I don't know, $10,000, and suddenly you want to send $2,000 to X. Well, it flags it, and before it releases, it has to go through that department. And then that's when Bank of America generates a call. And my daughter has told me several times, she said, you'd be surprised how many times I have these little old ladies arguing with me. He is my boyfriend. He's going to meet me in Seattle when I land. And they're like, no,
right.
No, that account's gotten about $10 million in it. We can see the other side. And and she's like, they'll get mad. I want to talk to your boss.
Oh yeah.
and soon Tiffany will be the boss.
Yes, that's awesome. It's crazy how people believe that they're actually talking to these people. There was a woman who left her husband and her family thinking she was marrying Brad Pitt.
That's crazy.
Like, how? And why? I look at some of these people and I'm like, not to be mean, but why would you think Brad Pitt would talk to you?
Oh, I had, who was the famous ghost guy that's gotten in so much trouble for faking stuff?
Um,
the one that gets scratched and he's
Zach
possessed and he's
Baggins.
yes. I've had him
Yeah,
friend request me and send me messages. He wants to be on my show.
yeah,
I'm like, well, I'll tell you what, if it's really you, I'll give you my phone number, which is the studio number, which is accessible to anyone that follows us. I said, you can call me there and I will call you back.
yeah. I met him in person, and he would never reach out to anyone. He's too
No,
hooked on himself and too proud for anything like that.
most
And
of
he
them are.
shouldn't be.
No, Wendell, it wasn't Shay. She's only been taken by the dark side. She is now a holster sniffer. I can say that. She works for the police department. So,
Yeah.
and I don't mean that offensively, for God's
Mhm.
sakes. Jesus Christ, before I piss anybody off. God knows I get in trouble easily enough, and I don't even know how I get in trouble. So, yeah, yeah. Hey, there's my favorite holster sniffer. Love you, Shine.
Hey, wish you were here with us tonight. Miss you.
Yeah, she's busy out with her cop boyfriend polishing his barrel or something. I don't know. So. I could give her crap because I love her. So.
Holster sniffer.
Yeah, they're called badge bunnies. Oh, there's so many names for them. Don't worry, firemen are just as guilty. We're bad. So. Yes, we miss you, Cheyenne. Once I sent you to the dark side, they kept you. They liked you too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. So. So yeah, it's been a trying few weeks. Um,
Yep.
we almost had winter here, but it snowed in Atlanta South, and now it's been in the 80s.
Oh gosh.
And tonight it's
How
going to
weird.
snow everywhere but north of Knoxville.
Oh my, yeah. Yeah. We got
Come on, man.
thunder, lightning, rain. Yeah. But
It's gonna
then
be.
there was snow like just a little bit north of us, but not here.
I'm in the
It
mountains, for
was,
God's sakes. If it's,
I
you
think
know,
it's supposed to be back in the 60s here tomorrow.
uh, let's see. Hold on, I gotta send Robert the link again.
I
He's
agree,
having
Chris.
trouble getting in.
I miss
Oh,
Cheyenne too much. I need her back.
yes, we agree, but unfortunately, they have handcuffs. I only have trauma shears as a paramedic, so they've got her chained to a desk, I'm sure. So don't worry, Cheyenne. We'll send bail money. So, well, Erin, she's also on the dark side too with the police department here in East Tennessee. So,
Yep.
I seem to have this thing with police chicks. I don't know.
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
we understand, and we can also crack. You're a government worker now, so we get it. We really get it.
No time off for you. Just all of like the 100 holidays you all get.
Oh, Chris says, so
But I
does she have
guess
handcuffs?
Cheyenne doesn't probably get as many holidays as regular government workers, though, being at
No,
that position. Yeah.
no. You usually you get paid double time. Well, I don't know how her department is, but if we work the day before or the day after, we got paid double time. If we work the
Nice.
day of, we got double time in 12 hours.
Oh,
So,
wow. That's awesome.
yes. I don't know if she's correct
Right.
about she has handcuffs or she just doesn't get off. And unfortunately, it is a job where, if somebody's out sick, somebody's got to come in, or, if there's a blizzard
Yeah.
and you're stranded there. So, and I kid her a lot. but when I was in dispatch, I loved it. But I wanted to get out in the field and get bloody, so that's why I went on to paramedic school. She says both.
Both.
Uh,
Yeah.
but it's a hard job. It's a hard job. I give her grief, but it's not an easy job. So, and just like the air traffic controllers, we've seen how hard time that was. Golden Goose 69, that doesn't seem appropriate. So I don't think that's gonna
Did Abe get on here? Is my husband on here?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Well, here's the deal. Cheyenne's not here, so it's your turn in the hole, so to speak.
Oh. Lucky me.
Yeah. Well, our next guest, hopefully she's watching. She said she was going to too, because we supposedly make her nervous. Chris, I wouldn't tell Antlers no, she came to me wanting a holiday off. I'm not stupid. They'll often play the role of a dumbass in the chat. Well, that's good. That is a very good West Virginia Christmas gift. I've never had pumpkin spice. That actually sounds pretty good. So
I don't really like pumpkin. I prefer
Wendell,
like cinnamon over pumpkin.
Why does Wendell have that? Is there something we need to know, Wendell? Wendell, tell us your safe word. So and she says it was amazing. I can imagine. I just found out today that it's not the one dating Taylor Swift. It's the other one, the other brother, Jason. Travis? I don't know. Jason owns half or more of Smoky Mountain Moonshine in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Nice.
And he drinks
everything.
He drinks it fresh out of the bottle, which didn't surprise me. Wendell, I'm going to let you explain Billy Stick. So
I'm waiting to see if Jason shows up at the Super Bowl with his shirt off again up in the box. Like,
oh my God, this was so great. Yeah. I wish you'd show up with moonshine. Well, they probably won't let you in with moonshine. So.
Probably not. You can't bring it in with you.
Yeah. With President Trump being there, I assume that security, which was probably already tight enough, is probably double dog or triple dog dare you tight now.
Yeah, and it's in New Orleans where all the stuff went down, so it'll be a lot of security.
Yeah. So they'll have planes out in the air and ships out in the sea and drones in the sky. I already saw they've already posted the no-fly zone, and I think a president gets 35 miles radius. Wherever he is, it moves, and it's 35 miles. I'm pretty sure it's a 35-mile wide circle. And I've already seen they've posted one down there. They were making fun for Mar-a-Lago the other day. Wendell says he does not have a safe word.
Uh-oh.
That's why he has the Billy Stick.
Anything goes.
That's it. Maybe there's something with that Billy Stick, you know. But at Mar-a-Lago the other day, Trump was at the White House, and they had the TFR was double in size that it normally is down at Mar-a-Lago. Wow. And they were kidding. The podcaster was kidding, said, well, that's because that's where his wife, forgot the first lady's name.
Ivanka,
Mrs. Trump. Mm-hmm. So that's where she was, and they're like, they like her a whole lot more, apparently. I'm sure that Shine said yes is her safe word. I'm not touching that one.
My safe word is hippopotamus.
I don't know that I have a safe word. I don't know that. Well, never mind. I'm gonna.
If we're like somewhere, because Abe has the social anxiety, so if we're somewhere and we need to leave, it's hippopotamus.
Did he say hippopotamus when we were talking? I don't remember.
No, he just went to our room.
Well, he was bored with the
he was like, I'm done.
I'm done with you people.
He had gone to the movie theater, the restaurant, and he was like, okay, I'm going to the room now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've met the significant other of two of my co-hosts, so yeah. So and I
Yeah.
didn't get beat up by either, so that there is a perk there. It got in a little trouble, but there is a perk there. So, Wendell
Goodness.
says, yeah, he's telling Cheyenne, why are you yelling, Wendell? Remember the stick the police used to have before they got the tasers? Yeah, it was the big baton. Yeah. So
Mhm.
he said it many times. I get. Oh, never mind. I'm not touching that one. So. Oh,
Oh, Cheyenne said Melania is the wife, Ivanka is the daughter.
quit yelling at quit yelling at me, Wendell. Yeah. What the hell did I do? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't. I get them all confused, but
Mhm.
it, because he's got such a big family, you know. So I I can't. He's. I discovered today he's got like 12 grandkids or something. I mean, he's got like a lot. So
I have 12 great nieces and nephews.
I don't know that I have that. That Chris. Oh, what is that called? There is a name for that one. Um, I can't remember it. Okay, we have finally got Robert in here. I guess the whatever it was that was holding him back is letting him in. So, hello, Robert. How are you tonight?
Hey everybody, doing all right.
Mhm.
Doing all right. Thanks for asking.
Well,
How you guys
glad you
doing?
could make it, man. Doing good.
Yeah.
Doing good. So we've had you on Misfits, and you were talking to me about some experiences you've had with the terrestrial, and
Did
I thought this would be a great time to get him in there.
I catch
Plus,
you say that right?
I don't know what you're talking about. So, see, I told you, don't take us serious, man. We try and have a good time, but we,
Oh, I'm a comedian. I know.
yeah, yes, you're correct. That was what they used in the '60s. Flapjack, I think.
Mhm.
I think is what it was called. But yeah, they used to. It had a piece of metal and a leather, and you'd hit them with the leather part so it wouldn't leave a mark, but it would go through. So we've changed a little bit since then, just a little bit. So
Yeah, I'm thinking flapjacks. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But yeah, it was police used to carry them on their baton instead of place before they got the batons, and they would hit them with that because it was a big piece of metal, like a ball bearing wrapped in leather,
Ooh.
and it had a leather piece that you would hit it, and the ball bearing would go back and forth, and it would hit the piece of leather up against the skin, but wouldn't leave a mark. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know how that came into reference, but okay.
I it was in the comments. We were talking about one of my co-hosts is a holster sniffer, which she likes police officers, and so we've been
Okay.
giving them grief about that. So blackjack, that's correct, blackjack. So why did
Mhm.
Wendell know that of all people? Anyway,
Right?
uh, so Robert, I've talked a lot here. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Robert. So, I guess the best thing to tell you about me is I'm an artist, comedian. A long time ago, I did have a spinal cord injury. So I've been living with that for like 30 years almost now. God, coming up on 30. Whoa. Got into doing some comedy, got some comedy shows coming up, which is what I love to do. I love to like open people's minds with humor, healing and meditation. And I got real heavily into the healing through meditation about 6 years ago when I had like 4 outer body experiences from the pain, from the neck pain from a surgery. And got into like figuring out, well, if we really are, you know, way more than this physical body, then if you look up into the sky at night and you see all those stars, who's out there? So I started learning how to meditate to contact those people. and got really successful. And I'm here to share that message.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do. Wendell also has brass knuckles.
Yeah.
I've got a violent crowd tonight.
Yeah.
So be careful, Robert. They may beat you or me, one or the other. So,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, I'm
please
comedian.
do.
I can handle it.
There you go. So, yeah, please do. And by any chance, do you use the Monroe or Estes method for doing this?
I follow the Dr. Stephen Greer. The
Mhm.
he does something called coherence thought sequencing,
Okay.
where you get into a meditative state and then you imagine yourself out in space and then you pinpoint where your location is in the galaxy and then you invite them by showing them like exactly where your star system is and all the way down to your exact location. But there's a really interesting thing about that. I've actually taken it to like the next level. Go on. You're probably like, and what is that?
Yeah, you got me hooked. Yeah, please.
So the next level is you don't have to do any of that. They know exactly where you are.
Oh.
That, yeah, which if you think about it, their technology is connected with their consciousness with a level of precision, of exactness. So imagine growing up, being born on a planet where everyone on the planet is in God consciousness. So your natural state of being already is using your psychic abilities. So their technology is interconnected with that. So when you have a thought or anything you want to communicate with them, they instantly know where you are and what you want to do. It's not difficult for them at all.
Wow.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like humans should be inspired by that. That's our potential.
That I'm not trying to make light of this, but that reminds me of a comic book where Batman and Superman were flipped by a witch, and Batman was driven crazy because he could hear everybody's thoughts and everybody's call for help. And it was that was the premise of that one until they had to find the witch to heal Batman. But do they hear everything, or do they just hear when you say X?
No, I believe they only hear things that are connected to the heart frequency.
Okay.
They only hear what frequency they're on themselves.
Okay. Do they have, like us, we have names? Do they have, and I don't mean like humans, or I don't mean as generic as Bob, but I mean a species, or I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I do believe they do have names. They have names. They have families.
Okay. Do you know of any of them, or can you say?
I know Dr. Greer. He mentioned one that he met that gave a name, and his name is Bijou. Bijou. And I did recently get some recordings. I asked the name, but I haven't been able to go back and play it back slow enough to understand. But yeah, I'm getting close. I'm getting there. I've got some things I want to share tonight about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Some
cool.
recording.
Please do. Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I'll have to let me get it up. That's what she said.
Ooh,
Sorry, I
whoa,
had to
whoa.
go there.
I
We're not
say
that kind
that a
of show,
lot.
buddy.
Comedians, I mean, ETs have an awesome sense of humor, so they get it.
Oh yeah. Well, paramedics, so yeah. Yeah. We're not the
So how
Howard
do I
Stern
share
show.
my
We're just a
screen?
little blow. There's at the bottom of your screen there should be a little button that says share, and with an arrow up, if I could talk, and then it'll ask you what you want to share. So you can share screens, share slides, video, or background audio. I don't know if you can share background audio. I think that's only me. So, but yeah, that's how you share. It's fascinating because we've had other guests who've come on, and we had an author out from, I want to say he was from Arizona, And he had one that he would go out in a field and do the meditation, and he would come to him and they would talk, and he could ask direct questions. Sometimes he'd get an answer, sometimes he wouldn't. And so, yeah, I find that
Was he
interesting.
getting verbal answers?
Yes.
Or was he
Yeah.
using a device, or was he using like just talking to them?
I want to say he was just talking to them, but don't quote me on that. Do you, Amanda, do you remember that, or was that before you?
It must have been before me.
Yeah,
don't
because
recall.
I sent him some questions that I already knew the answer to, and there was no way possible, unless he was family of mine, that he could have known the answer to. And when the answers came back to me, I was like, "Oh, this guy's not. He's not full of crap." Either that, or he did a deep Google search and.
Oh, so he
Just
was
Google
telepathic.
it. Yeah.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah, I've been developing some of that too.
Okay.
I'm actually developing a hands-free meditation game app. It's really cool.
Okay.
Nice.
It teaches people how to develop that ability.
I was gonna say, didn't you already develop a game or an app already? It seems like
No, it's in development now. It's taking a while, but
Okay.
these things usually do. I'm trying to secure some advertising funding.
It's not easy,
So-
brother.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to meditate and manifest it. What's the if I click on more, I'm not getting the option for sharing.
Amanda, your screen is different than mine, but you just click on the share computer button, and
On the
mine,
phone, it's not letting me.
no, it's on the bottom of your screen here where we are. Is that right, Amanda? At
No, I
least it
didn't
is
see
on
that.
mine.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different on
Maybe.
Android.
It shouldn't be.
It's where, like, if you go to you may have to pull it up from the bottom on the phone. Let me see.
I know we've had people do it before, but I don't know if they were Droid or Apple. But
I
Well,
have
if it's a-
Android.
if it's a sound file, I guess you could, well, I don't know if I could send it. You can't send it through Facebook. So,
Here, it's a video file. I have it exactly where I know you can watch it.
okay. Yeah, you should have at the bottom, you should have share, and then you should be able to get the next screen. And on mine, it asks if you understand, and then it opens up another screen, wants to know if you want to do a window.
Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Sure. Yeah, it's like a 12-step. It's almost like quitting drinking. It's like a 12-step process.
I don't think I've ever logged in on my phone. And what's my birthday?
I did once from a bar in Knoxville, so that's another story.
Oh, now Alexa's trying to connect behind me.
Yeah. Technology.
I'm old. I gotta go way back from my birthday.
I see you doing the old lady thing too.
I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, I don't. I try not to wear them on the podcast.
I got up this morning and the dog needed to be walked, and so I was going down the steps. I didn't have my glasses on. About fell down the steps because I missed the bottom two. Like, all right, and I looked at her and I'm like, "This is all your fault, bitch." And she's like, "What? I just gotta pee." So she's enjoyed having this huge countryside to roam the backyard. Now, I will tell you something weird happened last night. I go out, I vape. I go out a couple times a night, before I go to bed to vape. And last night I went out and I was like, oh, that smells of skunk. And it was an actual, well, let me finish the story first. It wasn't pot like in Atlanta. And so I was like, well, you want to come out? And she would not cross the threshold of the door. She cowered, put her head down, her tail between her legs. I'm like, what is wrong with you? She would not come outside. And so the next time she came out, she wouldn't leave the porch. I was like, what is wrong with you? You're always roaming the yard, going out behind the shed, whatever, over there in the doghouse. You're all over the place. And go
I
ahead.
got an idea.
Okay.
If I send you the link, I'll share it with you. You can probably share it from your end, right?
Yeah. And so the last time I finally got her to go out, she would not leave the light. And that's not like her. She wouldn't go past the edge. So something, and it was dead quiet outside. I mean, there was a cricket, a grasshopper, a bird, nothing, which is very unusual for the mountains. So there was a large predator in the area, whatever it was, whether it was that mountain lion or Bigfoot, one or the other. So there's always some kind of creature. Did you send it to Messenger? What did Wendell send me? Holy cow, Wendell! I am sending that Wendell right now to the Misfit chat so Cheyenne can see what kind of really strange person you are. Wendell just sent a picture. You'll see it in there. Was it Andy? Well, Andy's not he is large, but he's not a predator. Well, then again. Where are you sending it, Robert? So I know to check.
That's so weird. I don't think you can share on your cell phone.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I learned something new tonight. Okay. Well, I apologize, Robert. I did not know that. Let's see. Yeah, I think maybe, I don't know where. And did you see where I sent to the Misfit chat Wendell's picture? It's quite bizarre. And I think Robert's froze. Either that or he's really still. Maybe
I think he's froze.
Robert.
Maybe.
If you could hear me.
Every time we talk about aliens, though, here we go.
Absolutely.
Wendell, what is wrong with you?
Oh, I can't wait for Cheyenne to see that. Oh, you're back,
Oh,
Robert. I thought the aliens got you.
She did. Cheyenne said, Jesus. I don't think
No,
Jesus
aliens
would
don't
approve.
get me.
What's that?
That's actually a misconception people have. I said aliens didn't get me. I've got I sent it to your messenger. I sent one link. So
Okay.
you have to click on request permission, and then I'll just approve it.
Okay, I'll do it from my personal email address, so it'll be easier to get in.
I have two. I'll have to share the other one after this. I might freeze for a second.
Yeah, well, apparently I got to find my phone to log in. It's a two-step verification. Technology is great, except when it's not. And now everything's slowed down. Yeah. Every time we do a show where we talk about aliens, things just go astray. Come on, man. Don't make me do this the other way. Yeah, my phone just decided that it wasn't gonna. In fact, is it even turning on? There we go. I'm trying to find it. All right, well, we're going to do this another way here in a second. Of course, system isn't responding. Close and restart. There's a shocker. All right, we're just going to do this another way. You're not going to get me tonight, alien. So. All right, so let me put this in here. Paste, and there we go. And request access. And it's from the show email address, Robert. So Wendell says, if you get in trouble, call me like the Equalizer.
Yeah, I love that show.
And
movie.
Aren't they bringing that one back?
Yeah, Queen Latifah is in it. It's a TV show now. Are they making another movie, though?
I didn't know there was a TV show.
It's Queen
okay.
Latifah. It's really good.
Okay.
It is a movie, but the new version is a TV show.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I love both.
I don't watch much TV. Although since I've been here, I have been watching a lot of TV. So
Yeah. Not
I
much to do in
watched
Tennessee.
I watched 16 hours of The Lone Ranger Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, my goodness.
12 hours of the Flintstones Friday or whatever the hell. Well, it's Monday. What shit? I don't even know what day it is. And then, then yesterday I watched 16 hours of Mickey Mouse. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Is Robert okay? He looks like he can't decide if he's confused or tired. I think when you go to a different, like if I went to a different window,
There
I
he
think
is.
it would lock up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was locked up. When I leave, I go to another window. I get stuck like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it says access denied.
No, I clicked accept.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, here we go.
There's 2 links.
Yep. It's sent to the other one now. Got it. All right. So let
Did
me,
you get both of them approved or just one?
I think I just got one approved. Let me check.
Okay, let me freeze again.
Okay.
Then it'll work.
Yeah. I just got one approved. So yeah.
I love how he
Okay.
made the face before he froze it.
He's a
That's
professional.
great.
He's
Yeah,
a professional.
that's fantastic.
That is great. I was on another screen. I love it, Robert. That's great.
Yes,
I'll wait for him
fantastic.
to. I'll wait for him to come back on before I open this.
Oh, I needed a good
And
laugh tonight. That was perfect,
Yeah,
Robert. I mean, the
you're
face and
welcome.
then it froze immediately. That was great.
I didn't see your second request though. I sent you 2 links. I think you have to request both.
Oh, okay. Maybe I only clicked one. Okay, hold on. Copy.
Yeah, we do a comedy show second Sunday of the month here in Maryland.
Oh, in Maryland. I was wondering where you were.
Glen Burnie, Maryland.
I'm very familiar with that area. I grew up
Oh,
in
yeah?
Mount Vernon. Yeah, I grew up in Mount Vernon, which is Fairfax, Virginia.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, I was just right across the banks there from you. Yeah,
Did you get the other requests?
I think I did, but I think I keep clicking on the wrong one because I'm all thumbs. So, all right. So the one with your face I got. So I need to go down to the second one. Good Lord. You'd think I was smarter than this.
Let me know when so I can freeze a funny face.
All right. Request access. There we go. All right. So I have requested access. So I've got permission on one of them, but I do not have permission on the other one. So, and I have it open up in a separate window so we can do it. I just got back on this screen. I'm used to on my home computer. I have, the bigger monitor and then I got the 2
Yeah.
screens, and here, I leave this screen, so I don't know what the hell is going on. So I don't know what the hell's going on most of the time anyhow, but
I love you, Robert. You're killing me.
All right. So I've got one with the picture, it looks like, of your face is the very first frame, maybe. And then
Does it look like this?
I don't know. Hold on. I'm not on the screen. All right. So share.
I think you're
screen.
muted, Robert.
Understand. Window. Share. And then, well, I can't do that.
Okay. I was saying
Hey,
the longer video, the audio clip recording is at 14 minutes. And the shorter video, It's almost near the beginning, I believe. You'd have to listen
Okay.
to it a little, maybe toward the middle. I don't remember honestly. Let me look real quick. Gotta freeze again.
Okay.
Oh,
Chris says Robert resembles soccer player Leo Messi.
he
Messiah?
does, yes.
I don't watch
Yeah.
soccer, so I don't know. Although
He
before I
also
leave
reminds
Knoxville, I'm
me.
probably going to take up watching cornhole and darts and Jesus
I
Christ.
love cornhole. No one will play me at it. Like Abe's family will just line up chairs and they'll rotate playing me. I'll
Are you
finally
that good?
just yeah.
Why don't you get a partner and do the tournament or whatever they call it?
Ah.
Yeah, I couldn't pull it up to figure it out, so you'll have to look at it.
Okay. Hmm.
Sorry to cut you off. I look like who? Who?
Leo Messi,
Oh, that's cool.
the soccer player. You also remind me of the lead singer of Maroon 5.
Ooh, I'll take that. Thank
What's
you.
his name? You're welcome. Can't think of it. Adam Levine.
Oh yeah, that is a good one to be.
Just you have a better attitude than he does, though.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, people say he's like real snotty and stuck up.
Yeah, I guess that lifestyle is kind of like,
Yeah.
so you can't really be in that mindset of that he gets to be in. It's probably
Yeah.
exhausting.
I did see a cool picture lately, though. There was a kid that got so excited to meet them that he had like an asthma and panic attack. So the whole band laid on the floor with him while he caught his breath.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah. So I was like, well, he can't be too bad off then to meet in person.
All right. So
Yes, Chris. No one will play me at cornhole. I do
So
have
this is
that
me
reputation around here.
this is me meditating, just closing my eyes,
we're at
and I have.
221.
Is that the shorter video, the 7-minute one?
Mhm.
Yes. Where
Yeah,
is
you'd have to play through. I don't
play through
remember
the whole
exactly.
Yeah, I remember. Now, can you hear the audio?
I don't hear anything, but I'm not sure we should hear anything right now.
See, to me, it's coming in on this speaker. There's a little squelch
Yeah.
right there.
Mm-mm.
And did you hear that?
Mm-mm.
Is it? Well, how long is this video?
This is the 7-minute one. Hold on
Okay.
a second. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
It's around like the halfway mark, I think. Either halfway or toward the end.
Okay.
And the longer video, I know it is exactly at starting at the 14-minute mark.
Okay. All right. So let me close that for a minute and let me try this. Share video. Understand.
But it's really interesting because the videos, I've been doing this for a little while now. It's been taking me a long time to get them comfortable enough to come on audio through the walkie-talkie, where I just think questions and they answer it. So I'm not even holding in a receiver button to say, "Hey, are you there? Here's my question. Can you answer it?" I'm just thinking it, and they're answering it like almost immediately.
Oh wow.
And when you hear their voices, you're going to be like, "Oh, that's a little kid." No, you have to understand. They're probably like 300 years old, really short, and they just have a tiny voice box, so they sound like children when they talk. it's such a sweet voice, so innocent and pure. The other one is a man's voice. The little voice sounds like a girl's voice, and you'll hear her say, or I say her, could be a boy, or hermaphrodite. We don't know. Um, and it says, "I love you." Really, really, like she said many things before, like "You're my favorite." One time I asked, "Tell me your name," and she said, "I know your name, Rob." I was like, "Oh my god, wow!"
That's so cool.
So I've been trying to get this contact to happen because I've been asking them for help to heal, and
The only problem with this, I don't have a time marker, but I should be able to hear audio.
and you hear that? That's when they start saying, "Hey, we're
I
getting
can
ready to
hear it
talk."
now. Yeah.
Did you hear that? Rewind that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "All we have to do is fly down there now." You got to play it a couple of times to hear it.
Well, I've got amplified headphones on. That was pretty clear.
Yeah, you heard it right. It sounded like all we have to do is fly down there now.
Yeah.
So play it one more time for people because over here it doesn't sound too clear.
Yeah.
You hear it now? Try one more time.
Yeah.
Now, fourth
Yeah.
time you'll hear it. All we have to do is fly down there now. See that?
Yeah.
On your end, what does it sound like on your end, Glenn?
It sounds like a man. I've talked on a radio for so many years. It sounds like a man talking on a microphone.
18,
You know, like a fire department would use. You know,
February
like
2nd. It sounded like a
Yeah,
man saying,
you know,
the
like,
thing
like that.
the thing is
We only
about
got
those
a-
is that
flag right now.
I'm doing a lot of there's no more. You can stop it.
Okay. All right.
There's no more video there. The thing about it is you become a scientist when you do the CE5 stuff. Is you start recognizing, like, when I ask questions or I'm having a specific thought, they'll respond to those thoughts and specific timing. So you end up going, okay, could that be someone I just coincidentally got on their walkie-talkie and they were coming in? But then you start thinking, well, I'm thinking they're up in the sky and I'm asking them to come down here and I'm getting a message saying all we have to do is fly down there now. And you start connecting the dots and you go, well, okay, now what? And then so everybody wants to know, like, well, then why don't the ETs just heal you? Why don't they just come in your room and heal you? That's the frustrating thing because you would think, they have this abilities. Why wouldn't they just do it easily? Right? So here's the thing. If they do that, then that means that there's one, if it might not be safe enough for them to do that, they might get shut down. Because that's happening a lot. Two, they don't want to do something that's going to scare you. So they want to make sure they prepare you, like, over time, getting you, you know what I mean? Making sure you're in that state of being where you're accepting, believing and surrendering and your heart is wide open. That's when it's easiest for them to approach. Because as soon as they appear, immediately your head goes, oh my God, the Aliens movie, Sigourney Weaver, they're going to come and suck my brains out, like through my mouth. Like that, the programming is so horrible on this planet. And they know that, and they will never jeopardize ever being associated with being a threat to anyone. That's why they don't like being called aliens. They like being called extraterrestrials because aliens makes it sound like someone who doesn't belong here over the border.
Well,
That's
let me ask
it's
you:
yeah.
do you think that we'll just call the elite, the rich, the powerful. Do you think that they know about this and that's part of the programming? They want us to not know about them?
Honestly, I don't think they had time to care about it. I think they're just counting dollars, and that's all they care about. Um, I think the people who are involved with the programs, they're the ones that hold all the strings and care about everything. But they have it so compartmentalized that nobody knows what's going on. So you could be in a defense project contract working on something, you would have no idea you were doing some illegal, unconstitutional crap for some company who's telling you, no, just fidget with this part over here and figure out the programming, and then you don't even know what you're doing. It gets deep for those people. You and I right now, I think we're in like the shadows. They don't really care about it until you get to be like, if this was like a Joe Rogan, no offense, but I think if this was like a Joe Rogan interview and people are saying stuff, like Dr. Greer went on Joe Rogan and they took down his interview. They forced him to do it. He was going to get like $100 million contract. And they said, well, we're not going to do it unless you take down that interview.
Wow.
So this is what I'm saying. Like when you first get involved with this, it's fun. You know, you want to know ETs, you want to get to know the aliens. But when you really look at it with a perspective of your heart and you go, what state of being is humanity at? And you look at our consciousness, you look at our technology, and they're directly correlated if you don't notice the difference. You know how we're very destructive and we're very forceful and things kind of like that. We do things that kind of destroys everything. Well, all of our technologies like that, all of the parts on our phones and the way our cars are driven, you got to go out and dig something up and destroy the land, and then all the chemicals that come out of the plant, you have to process it all. So when we become more coherent with our heart and our minds, we will start developing technology that is more like a consciousness assisted technology. Actually, you don't even need a cell phone. So I'm teaching people through my app, my hands-free meditation app that's coming out. If you want to know about that, go to Instagram, Kachi Masters, KACHI, hands-free meditation games. And I also have a Facebook page, Kachi Masters. It means cosmic energy.
Okay.
And it teaches people how to become the 0 point energy that we are, because you and I are the free energy. And many times I've healed myself by getting in that state of being. Like, if you get in this state of being where you can just be like, you're connected to just nothingness, just connected to the darkness, it's in that point where you're no one, nowhere, no thing, no time, no body. And for some reason, the autonomic nervous system kicks in, and just this energy will just start, like, you'll just start shaking, and the body will start healing itself. You do that long enough, cancer is gone, tumors are gone, because you became somebody else, is what you're essentially doing. Your body is so subjective, it doesn't know the difference between the thought you're imagining with your mind alone and what's actually happening to it. It thinks what you're imagining is real. So it makes that happen, and your DNA gets an instant upgrade. You can upgrade your DNA by your thoughts alone, because think about it, people get sick with just their thoughts alone, just in that loop of thinking and feeling,
Yes.
So
I've seen it.
pretty cool stuff, I think. But yeah, but you heard that. That sounded cool. Like, just think about it for a second. If that really was an extraterrestrial's voice you just heard, 100% of the planet right now wants to hear that, and they've never heard that, and you just heard it. Like, that's crazy. And there's another one on there, the one that sounds like a sweet girl's voice. If you get through that video, if you just listen to it, you'll find it. You'll hear again that It's like the indicator right before they start talking. But that's what kind of blows my mind. When they did that, I kind of was like, okay, now what? You said all you have to do is fly down here right now, so come on, right?
Yeah.
So there's so many lessons, there's so many levels to it, and I'm not trying to like talk them off, like say no, they're just jerks, you know. No, you're just trying to give them a pass. I kind of am doing that, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, from it's just you gotta have wonderment, you gotta have like amazement about this stuff, because the more you're in that state, the more magical things happen. The easier it is for them to come in. If you're stuck in that, like, I'm frustrated you didn't do it, then you're locked up. You put yourself in a frequency where it's you versus them, and they don't like that. They'll sense that, and it's not easy for them to be around that frequency. It's not like if you were to go to church all day and then instantly get thrown into like a pack of wolves. You would immediately be like, well, I went to church, I have to help these people, but at the same time, it's like they're like doing all these bad things I have to witness. I don't like that frequency kind of thing. Not saying that they're religious. I doubt they're religious anymore.
I think that's why one of the groups I'm associated with, we have so much success when we're out in the field. And one of the jokes is we went out in the woods looking for a big monkey, and we've discovered there's more out there. We've had experience, and we've had 2 people go in portals. We've had a person be teleported from one side of a football field to another.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So we've had some crazy things happen, and I think
let me know when you come to Maryland again.
Okay, I will. If you read Trey Hudson's The Meadow Project, that's a book about our team. And then if you watch the Jessica Jones show here on YouTube, she's a good buddy of mine, and she's on the team. And I think that's why we have so much success, because we go out and we do things like this. We do a little bit different version. We do more like a Monroe Gateway version, and then we do other things. And I think you're right. I think it manifests it so they come to us. Because I'm thinking, how many people, this is a national forest, how many people are out here all the time and they never see anything? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think what people are starting to discover is it might be that these have always been our natural human abilities. Everyone is a wizard.
Yeah.
And that's why witches have been burned at the stake. That's why religion has been kept you could only have one God, because they don't want you guys going out and discovering that you have superpowers and you are God yourself. Like, that would really make things really bad for the ruling elite, like you don't need them. So that's why humanity's been held back for so long, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Agreed. Robert, since we're running a little bit behind, can I get you to come back on another night now that we got it all figured out? And
yeah.
Maybe by then I can strip the audio and I'll send it to you before I play it anywhere, and send it to you and see if it's okay. Then we'll get you to come on. We'll play it that way. So
yeah,
yeah, man. Yeah. That way you'll have both audio tracks. We can really listen to it. It's really her voice is really cute.
Well, once I get home and on my big computer, I'll have a lot more things that I can do with it. Right now, I'm kind of limited to being on the laptop, but yeah, let's do that. And email me that information about where they can find your app, because I just put in the show notes I think it was your name.com. So email me that, or
RobertFlorio.com, but Kachi Masters, Kachi Masters, hands-free meditation games is the Facebook and the Instagram. Instagram's got a lot of videos of me teaching the What's in the Box game, which is in the app. There's also a heart and brain coherence meditation. It also teaches these quantum physics principles about what you're doing, why you're doing it, so how to do it becomes really easy. But and you can share your experience as well. Once you predict what's in the box, it'll say, "Do you want to share your prediction?" And you can like, it's kind of a fun thing to do in groups as well.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll get that in the show notes, and hopefully we can have some more fun by the time you come on next time. Robert,
Yeah,
you're
and the
expecting
show.
snow up there too, by the way.
Oh, I don't know. Hope not. But yeah, hopefully for Sunday it doesn't snow for the wake up comedy show.
Yeah. Well,
I want to see
second,
some of your comedy.
every second Sunday, at Native Skin Tattoo Gallery. It's gonna be the first one this Sunday. Oh, you want to see some of my comedy? Yeah, go on my YouTube channel, Robert Florio. Some new stuff I just posted. And my other Instagram account is comedian Robert Florio. That's
Okay.
got some good stuff.
okay.
I already sent you a Facebook friend request.
All right, I appreciate
Be
it.
careful, Robert. She's a stalker. So
Yeah, well, the one that I'm using right now, that's the one that's most active. The face that you can recognize, this face. You know how Facebook sometimes they get hacked. The Rob one,
Yeah.
that one's not active anymore, but the Robert Florio is.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on, and
Yes.
everybody go see his show. I've seen some of your stuff before, so when we had you on Misfits. So yeah, you're a character, and I do appreciate you coming on.
Yes. This was
So
great.
much fun. Thank you guys. God bless, and really grateful for it. Let's do this again. Let's do it again, man.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it again. I need to get you. Yeah, I'll message you because I got another guest that last week, because of the plane accident, I had to move her, and so I need to get you two back to back. If I'm doing it here, everything will blow up. So I'll wait to get to that.
Yeah.
Robert, have a great night. We will talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. Bye.
Bye.
That was great.
Yes. Fantastic. He's so sweet.
He is. You know, and we're so mean. So, and that reminds me, I'm sitting in a metal chair and it's killing me. I'll miss my studio. We have another guest tonight, and she was so nervous about coming on because she's like, "You guys may be serious about this stuff." And I'm like, "Have you seen our show? We're not serious about anything." So Casey Rae is her name. She has her show too. Let's bring her out here. It's the wonderful and talented Casey Rae.
Hey,
Yes. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Good to have you on here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about your show.
Well, my name is Casey Rae, and I'm from the Midwest. And my show, Notorious Escapades, I do with my co-host Lex. So we do a little bit of everything. We do like true crime, pop culture, a lot of Taylor Swift. I also like to bring guests on from different backgrounds and just kind of like chit chat. And then I just recently covered a local case too. So we're a little bit of everything.
Nice.
Well, we are, it used to be a paranormal entertainment. Now I've flipped it. We're an entertainment paranormal show. So for our new sponsors, that way I get the paranormal out of the way. They're like, well, you might be talking crazy stuff. Well, yeah, there is that chance. So
A little bit.
yeah. And whenever we talk about the ETs, the extra testicle, stuff always goes crazy. See, I told you, nothing to worry about, Casey. Nothing to worry about. So I did give you a homework assignment though. So did you research into any of that creepiness by chance?
I looked into a little bit. Why do I not remember him?
I don't know. Why don't I remember any of them?
Because always
There's a
thought it was just the purple one.
there's the
Yeah,
whole
when you
fam
told me
gambling.
green, I was like, what?
Okay, so everybody at home understands. McDonald's had this big press release, and they went on a morning show. I'm not allowed to say the name of Good Morning America, or it could have been a show, and they had this picture of these two grimaces side by side. We'll see you, Amanda. Two grimaces side by side. One was purple. Yeah, the aliens are gone. Come on, bring Amanda. Give me Amanda back. So,
We're having storms. I just got an alert of a flash flood warning.
Oh no.
gosh.
I can hear myself like echoing back.
Let's see. Chris says he read that Casey is a Cubs fan, so she has his thumbs up. Well, yeah. He's from Chicago, yes. So they have the two pictures of these two grimaces, and one
Yep.
is purple and one is green. And they were
Yep.
welcoming back Uncle, oh crap, I forgot his name.
Grimace.
Uncle Grimace.
Grimacy.
Oh, Grimacy. Like, who the hell is that? So, me being me, I went and I looked into it, and then I started reading all this creepiness about the McDonald's family, I guess. And
Well, Uncle O'Grimacy is Irish.
Oh, okay.
who knew?
So that's why we have the Shamrock Shake.
Yes. Yeah. So the grimace started as a purple four-armed monster, but scared the kids. So they changed him to where he just had the two. And then they said, well, what is he? And they said, well, he's a taste bud if you look at him under a microscope. What? What? So then I was reading on, and the Hamburglar got canceled because in some episodes, apparently he wore a skin tight leotard, and he apparently was a very well endowed Hamburglar, and he got canceled. What the hell is this? This is all supposed to be for kids.
Oh my gosh.
And there's like a creepy backstory on every one of them.
That figures. I
I
mean,
just
Ronald
don't-
McDonald is pretty creepy looking.
Yeah, I just don't remember the green one. How long was he gone for?
Since I said like 23 or something. It's been recently. And I'm like, I don't remember
Oh.
that.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, I know.
I
And
don't
then when I
either.
pulled up the whole family, there's a whole family of Ronald McDonald has a whole family. I remember the Hamburglar, the Big Mac head. Yeah. He got canceled because he scared kids, and then he got canceled when the police stuff went on. Hamburger Mayor. Hold on, I got it over here on my iPad. I pulled this up. I'm like,
That's crazy.
who
When did
are all
McDonald's
these-
get so dark?
Exactly. Exactly. And why?
Birdie, the early bird.
Oh yeah.
Mac tonight. What?
He was the half moon, wasn't he? Mayor McCheese.
Yeah.
That's right, Chris.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember Sunday. Apparently that was Ronald McDonald's pet dog, but they had to get rid of him because I don't remember. Cosmic, COSMC. It's an alien character that came down, and they had to get rid of him because apparently he was copyrighted from somebody else. The professor? I don't even remember a professor.
Oh, I remember him.
What
He was born in the
world?
70s.
Let's see.
McGriddler?
Yeah. I was born in 81, and I'm just thinking, none of
Oh, I
those
was
scared
too.
me. Oh, yay.
Old guy here. So I was born in like 1942. So
You were not.
close enough.
My mom was born in 41 and she would have been 84 this year.
Aw.
I'm a pretty good looking 84. Who's Blather? Who is Blather? I don't even remember these.
I don't either.
He's a one-eyed pirate. Oh, yes, they did have the pirate. Oh,
Well, and then you have Captain Smollett, Captain Crook. Like, why do we have? Are all of these McDonald's characters?
yes. And like
Oh,
half of them have
yeah.
this weird, creepy story.
Yeah, pirate who seeks the buried treasure of McTreasure Island. Captain Smollett.
Apparently, I don't know my McDonald's history. I just remember like the 3 or 4.
There's a whole page of characters. They're in alphabetical order.
Hey, Rachel. One of my Swiftie buddies is in the chat.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
Rachel.
We all
Rachel,
watching
please
Super Bowl.
hit the thumbs up. Subscribe, please. Oh, well, I did just have a Taylor Swift fact. If you didn't hear it earlier, the one that's not dating Taylor Swift, the other brother,
Jason.
Jason.
He owns the controlling interest in the Great Smoky Mountain Moonshine Company and loves the moonshine.
Yep, I can see Jason liking his moonshine.
Yeah, I could do.
I was talking about him with his shirt off up there at the Super Bowl, dancing around.
Oh, hi,
you know,
Kat.
my radio show, the program director said, well, do you want any Taylor Swift? And I said, I don't know that I know any Taylor Swift songs. Yeah, he set me up good. There was like a whole hour of them. I'm like, oh, you're killing me. So,
Oh, I
yes,
gotcha.
Moonshine is good. So-
I'll get you a playlist. I gotcha.
Oh no, he hooked me up on there. He's like, hey, play these. So I sent him strange requests. I sent him an EDM the other day, and he's like, where did you find this? I'm like, I got my ways. So.
Well, speaking of McDonald's, doesn't the fries kind of scare you? Because didn't you hear that they don't really ever go bad?
Yes.
Well, they don't change the oil either.
Right.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My niece has 3 kids, and she found an old cheeseburger under the car seat months later, and it still looked like the day they bought it.
Yep. My mom used to love the fries, and then she learned about that. She's like, oh, no, those things are good for 20 years.
Yeah. That's insane.
And their ice cream doesn't melt. So.
Well, the machine never works, so it has to stay in there somehow.
That's a total another conspiracy about the ice cream machines. There is an actual conspiracy about the ice cream machines.
Well, I think there should be a flag. They fly a big flag, when the ice cream machine doesn't work, so everybody knows to just go on somewhere else to Dairy Queen or something.
Well, they said, I think you have to have special training or something to fix it.
Yes.
Yeah. Apparently it's from Nazi Germany. So
yeah, they have to fly them in to fix it.
And I just found out, and I hope she's not listening, but one of my friend's daughters is about to be promoted up to district manager of McDonald's. They sent her to Chicago to the Hamburger University.
Really?
And she was up there for like 2 months taking courses on McDonald's. And she had to pass tests to get out. And I'm like, this is a cult.
Wow.
Well, I keep saying I want to work there a day like Trump did. Maybe you got the hookup and they'll let me work there for a day. And I can make sure the ice cream machine's working that day.
How would you have liked to have been the person in the drive-thru that he's handing you your food when you come out?
I wonder how much the people make that go in and fix the ice cream machine.
I don't know, but the thing is, if I was ever president, I'd make sure every single ice cream machine was working.
Because it's a joke. Yeah. Everybody makes fun of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Amanda, Google the ice cream machine conspiracy. There is literally a conspiracy. So, apparently, Ronald McDonald at some point in time hung out with another clown by the name of Pogo. Pogo was, for those of you will probably pick on this pretty quick, Casey.
Yep.
John Wayne Gacy.
Yep, we covered him. Yep. He actually lived in, like, I'm from Springfield, Illinois. He actually lived here for like a year.
I was like,
Yep.
please don't tell me he lived in McDonald land.
No, he was the KFC guy. That's what he his father-in-law at the time of his first wife was like big into like KFC, so like he ran those. So
Interesting.
yep, Casey's an interesting. He's an interesting character. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I've read a little bit about him. Robin says, or Rachel, sorry, says that I'm about to look down. Says she started making her own ice cream, and it's much better and healthier. I would love for that.
Yeah, it says they're always broken because they automatically shut down if they haven't been cleaned.
Oh.
So maybe we don't want McDonald's ice cream anymore.
It's kind of like if you get gas right after they pump it in from the big truck, it stirs up the stuff. You don't want it coming out the tank into your tank.
Dang it, I like Shamrock Shakes.
Go to Arby's.
It's funny we say that. My mom brought tonight when she came home from the hospital, she brought everybody Frosties, and I haven't had one of those in forever. Now we're talking about it.
And you know, some summers you can buy a little, like you donate $2 or whatever it is, and they'll give you a little like free Frosty thing, and you can go and get a free small Frosty every time you go to Wendy's for the whole summer.
Nice. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
fat
it.
enough.
Yeah.
Fat enough. I don't need that.
I know. I need like some free large blizzards.
Oh yeah, there you're talking.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think blizzards are better. But when the ice cream first came out at McDonald's, it was pretty good. But yeah, it didn't last long. So apparently the machines are always dirty.
I wonder how often the workers get yelled at for the machine not working.
Oh my gosh.
Have to be often. Rachel says, Casey, do you have a Whitey's on Springfield, or is it just a Quad City thing?
No, we do not.
What is a Whitey's?
I don't know.
Did I just make a racist joke? I don't know. But
I was wondering the same thing. I got to Google this.
Oh, and Kat's on here too. She's also our social media director for Notorious Escapades and another.
Oh,
how do you have
Whitey's
a social
ice
media
cream.
director?
Huh.
She did our design and everything. She's really awesome, and I've gotten I only have like one Swiftie buddy in real here with me. A lot of them are like all over. You know, we'll trade the bracelets and everything like that. They're a super fun community, and I love my Swifties, and they support the podcast so much, and I'm so grateful for them. And I'm glad that a couple of them are in the chat.
Yes. So you're going to have to say, Rachel says, oh my God, Whitey's is a family-owned ice cream place. The factory is right across the street from the actual ice cream shop. It's so amazing.
Oh, nice. I want one of these banana splits that's on the website.
For Whitey's.
Y'all making me hungry tonight.
And I bet they always work.
Yeah. So, Casey, you were worried that we wouldn't have anything to talk about. We had to talk.
Yeah.
We got the paranormal
always-
ice cream. So.
Yeah.
So,
How many flavors does Whitey's have? That looks fantastic.
good Lord. Rachel says it is heavenly. So explain a little bit to someone, me, that isn't necessarily a Swiftie. It's not that I dislike her or like her. I just don't listen to music very often. So I didn't really know much about her until she started dating the football player.
Well, I mean, you know, I've been studying her since she came out. I mean, it's just more than the music. You really have to study her and her life and just the songs. Like, I could literally talk about one of her songs for like 2 hours. There's so many meanings. And then sometimes she'll talk about one on one album and then something different. Like, you know, like they kind of go together. Just, you know, I mean, she's just awesome. She's an awesome role model, and we love strong women. And I know a lot of Swifties were disappointed she didn't win at the Grammys, but she still had fun. I mean, she was there supporting her friends, and I love seeing her. Like, a lot of people aren't used to seeing her out like she has been, because she kind of went away for like 6 years. She was with a guy, and like he kind of didn't want the spotlight. So it's been a while, and then of course she starts the Eras tour. She starts dating Travis, and then this is kind of how I think she's always wanted to be. She's always wanted to be in the spotlight, and just, I don't know, she's just happy, and it's just her music. Just, there's a song literally for everybody. Everybody says, oh, she talks about men and breakups, but literally that's just a little bit of her music. There's literally a song for everybody.
I was gonna say, that's country and western music. I mean,
her first 3 records. Well, I mean, Red was, I would say, country pop. But
I did find out from a friend. I do a little homework here. She came on a local radio station here in Knoxville, WIVK, and performed live before she was famous.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw her performing at a Walmart on a video.
Yep. Also true.
Yeah.
And we also interviewed on this show. It's been a while, but she has a comic book. And
she does.
Well, maybe it's not out yet, but yes, it's company that does. They did Dolly Parton. They did a lot of celebrities and stars, and he signed up to write science fiction, and they said, okay, here's what we want you to write. And he's like, who is this? And you're like, well, it's Taylor Swift. Don't you know anything about her? And he's like, this guy's a little older than me, and I'm, like 84. And so he's like, no, I really don't. But they put it all together. Maybe it isn't out yet. I have to go check. But yeah,
maybe
he was on one of these shows.
I don't know. I mean, a good documentary to watch if you haven't watched on Netflix is the Miss Americana. So you'll learn a lot about her and the stuff that she's dealt with in the music industry. And then watch the Eras tour. It's on, I believe, Disney Plus. It's like 3+ hours. Me and Lex, my co-host, we went and saw her live in November. And I know Rachel and Kat have seen her, and I can't even describe the experience. For 4 hours, everybody got along, and it was just women supporting women. And it's just literally, you don't sit down most of the show. You trade the friendship bracelets. You meet so many people, all walks of life. And she puts on a show. When I say she puts on a show. She is just like, I don't know how she does it in heels and boots for like almost 4 hours. It's just.
Well, she's also has the collapsing stage where she drops down, changes costume, and comes out. Yeah, she puts on a show. It's not just somebody up there singing. She puts on a show.
Yeah, best $250 I ever spent. So.
Oh wow, was it that much?
$250? Yeah, I mean, we got like fourth. We were like 4th level, but people paid a lot more. Like, I could have easily sold that ticket for like $3,000 easily.
Yeah. Well, I'll show my age here. My last concert I went to was Pink Floyd. So Casey's like, who is that?
I know who Pink Floyd is.
Chris says, I got an autographed CD from Taylor in 2007 when she toured with George Strait and Ronnie Millsap. Those are some old country names.
I like them too. And those comic books, there's several comic books out about her.
So
yeah.
Okay.
Just a whole different world with comics.
Well, Casey, maybe I'll invite that guy back because he had a lot of work coming out and have you come on too. So
yeah, okay. I collect the Swiftie books and the magazines. That's usually what I collect. So
yeah.
Oh God.
So now I've sent you down a total separate genre.
Yeah. Yeah, there's apparently there's a few out there too.
Okay.
Rachel says we don't need to talk about how much I spent on my show Nashville night one. When I speak now, TV was down. It's in the that's 4 digits.
Do you know what the TV means? Do you know what TV means?
I assumed it was the square box. No.
Okay, so Taylor had to re-record. She has to re-record her record. So when we say TV, it's Taylor's version, and she has 2 more left that she's going to release. But we call the other ones like the stolen versions. and then
Yep.
we have Taylor's version. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I can use that for my radio show. So I assume we probably play the only stolen one. So
Don't
well, she's
play
got two.
those.
Yeah, she's got 2 more left. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Well,
You have to pay the TV.
I'll plug the Thin Line Rock Station. I'm on Tuesdays and Thursdays from noon to 1400. It's a radio station geared specifically for first responders, military. It's also an internet radio station. So Rachel says,
Yeah, we don't-
and we listen to Taylor's version. Wouldn't dare support Scooter.
That's
yeah,
right.
we don't support Scooter Braun. Nope, he's
No.
nope.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
You got a lot of homework, my friend.
Apparently,
I know
because
the story.
Okay, she knows. So
I'm familiar.
I remember blank space, blank page, blank. Oh, y'all are
Blank
gonna
space.
cancel me. Y'all are gonna cancel me now. That was the first song I played on the Thin Line Rock Station from her, and I'm like, "What? Who is this?" I'm like, "Wait a minute, I know that song." So, well, how do I know if it's a Taylor version as opposed to what was his name? Scooter.
Scooter.
So she has 2 more records. They have to be re-released. Her first one, some people call it Taylor Swift. I call it Debut, and then Reputation. Those are the 2 stolen ones left that she's got to re-record. So you got 9 others that, yeah, you got about like 9 others that you can listen to. So
Okay. I may have to message you when I'm doing my show tonight. So, because I record it the night before, I'll be like, all right, if I don't want to get in trouble with Cooter or Scooter, whoever the hell it is.
Scooter.
Whatever. So
that's the nicest thing you could call him.
I told you, we're not serious here. And and I think I also told you I was a big dummy. So there you go.
He doesn't drive the Dukes of Hazzard car.
I can see that.
At least I don't think he does. I don't know him personally.
Is that the Jessica
never know.
Simpson version of Dukes of Hazzard or the?
No.
Okay.
She didn't do
Oh,
those
sorry.
Daisy Dukes justice. I'm old school. So
Yeah.
well, yeah. So is there any chance? Have you heard any rumors? Is Taylor going to do any halftime stuff? She's going to be there.
She's going to be there. I don't think she will perform. I think she's just going to want to watch Travis and support him. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot would be said about it if she did anything with the halftime show. It's like,
oh yeah,
oh, she's only doing that because of Travis and they're
Yep.
dating. So it's best for her to just kind of stay out of it.
Well,
she's having fun.
Yeah.
From a football person, she has brought a whole different crowd to the NFL. And I'm really happy about that because, well, I mean, it's not just introducing the sport. I think it not only diversifies it, I think it spreads it out more. Now, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I really like what she's done for the NFL just by
Yeah.
basically showing up. So she was there not last week, week before with Caitlin Clark. So
Mhm.
that was cool. So, and God knows there's going to be so many celebrities at the Super Bowl. I mean, even the president's going to be there. So good
Yeah.
Lord.
I'll have to debate if I'm going to watch it or not. We'll see.
You got to watch.
My
the
husband
Super
is a Chiefs fan, so I have to watch it.
Oh yeah, we're going to be looking for the Easter eggs of what she's going to wear. See, now then,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
that's another part about being a Swiftie is you have to
Okay.
know the Easter eggs, and she tells you stuff without telling you. See, we all thought she was going to announce something at the Grammys, but you know,
So it's a cult.
no, it's not a cult. We're just a fun-loving community, and we're waiting for Reputation so bad. I mean, I'm so ready for her to just announce that. Like, my soul needs that so bad. And I know the other Swifties, we've been clowning so hard for Reputation, Taylor's version.
Well, if they do three-peat this weekend, maybe she will, because she's their good luck charm, they say.
That's what they say, but I think the Chiefs, weren't they doing fine before her?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
See,
doing
that's
okay.
why I hate to tie it to that. Like, I just hate. It's just like, and I love when Travis was going on, like when he would go to the Eras tour, he was having fun. Like he would dance and trade bracelets. Like we love Travis.
Yeah,
I
Rachel does
loved it
have
when
a
he got
point.
on stage and carried her. That was so
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
Rachel says, I didn't think she would announce anything at the Grammys because of the fires. I thought she was going to announce on the 23rd of January.
Oh.
Well, they did, I think, do a lot of stuff with LA Fire. I think actually they presented the last award, the album of the year, to Beyonce, didn't they? Didn't the LA Fire Department do it? So, yeah, there was that might not have been the time or place.
No. And yeah, you just never know when she's going to announce stuff. And then sometimes she just does things like wears something, or like some people said her debut and Reputation were taken off Spotify, and I don't know. We're always clowning. I really need to get out of the clown car, to be honest, but
I'm waiting for the engagement announcement.
I think they're already engaged.
You think so?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think this is it for her, and everybody's like, because Travis isn't her normal type either. So that I didn't like him at first. I will say it took a couple months. I did apologize to him on the podcast, and I welcome Travis to come on. But I was a little kind of worried, but then I saw how she was with him. And then when she released the Tortured Poets Department, the songs about Travis and him going on stage and everything like that, she's never done anything like that before.
Yeah.
So she's happy, and I love seeing her happy. I mean, this is, I think, the happiest she's been.
Definitely.
Well, I think they probably get a bad rep as far as football players. They're big, they're mean, they're dirty, they're sweaty, and everybody just assumes that they're bad dudes, and most of them aren't. I'm going to say all of them, but most of them aren't really. And if Travis is listening and wants to come on here, we welcome him too. Or Taylor.
Yeah, he would.
So,
if you get Taylor before me, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad.
I'll email her agent. I'll be like, I don't know anything about this lady, but I want her on the show. So,
Travis and Jason have their own podcast.
They do.
And they seem to come from a really great family. So I think that has a lot to do with their relationship. And this is like the first real man she's dated.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how did they meet? Do you know that?
He went to one of her concerts and he made a friendship bracelet with his phone number. And actually, I think he called her out on his podcast either before that or after that. So.
Aww. That's cute. Rachel says Travis is hot, I guess. I watched Mahomes when he played for Texas Tech. She lives in Lubbock. She lived in Lubbock. Met him after the Tech game. He is very nice. He seems like he would be.
Yeah.
His wife, on the other hand, though.
Oh, really? He does a lot with children's hospitals charities. I do know that from Patrick.
I just feel for him. His brother had that. Oh God, his brother used to do the cringiest TikToks, and then his wife. She's been behaved, though. I will say, probably the last year or so. But she used to be just. I was like, poor Patrick. He's got to deal with his brother and her.
I know.
Yeah, his brother was a leech. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the TikToks were so cringy. I'm just like, thank God we don't have to see that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was always trying to get money from him, and I saw on the news tonight the ring that was burglar, whatever, the Hamburglar that was hitting all the famous athletes and celebrities and stars. They've tied it to a pawn shop in New York, and it's a whole like mafia style network.
Yeah.
So,
even a storage unit, they found all kinds of tons more stuff.
And you know what it started from? A traffic stop. They busted
Really?
some guys that they had been given some stuff to deliver, and it was some of the Cincinnati quarterbacks
Joe Burrow.
stuff that was stolen. And the police during the traffic stop did PC. They smelled marijuana, and when they did, they're like, "You don't look like you're the type that would have a Super Bowl ring or whatever it was."
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the break they needed. And once they tied them, they started putting everything together. So I hope
So
they get
then
all
you're
their
going-
stuff back.
So you're going for the Eagles then?
I can't. I'm a Washington Commanders fan. I can't. That's the NFC East. I can't do it. No, I hate the Eagles. So plus their fans are so nasty. So
People say that about the Cowboys fans.
no, the Cowboy fan. Oh, I've been trolled by the Cowboy fans.
Yeah, they're bad.
Hold on, let me fix
They're
this.
bad.
Oh, Cowboys. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's not watching. His mama won't let him stay up this late. Yeah, no, I hate the Cowboys with a passion.
We
I
call
grew
them
up
the
in Washington,
Cowgirls.
DC. I grew up in Washington, D.C. The Redskins, Cowboys. The Cowboys were so nasty back in the original days. The original owner was this Tex, whatever his name was. They bought the patent and copyright to the Redskins theme song and stole it. Yes, that's where it all started. That's why we hated them. Yeah, that's
So
way
then-
back in the 20s.
So then you're going for the Chiefs.
As much as I don't like dynasties, yeah. I get. I mean, they're a dynamic team, and they have so much talent from the coaching staff down. They're hard to beat, but I just don't like the dynasty thing in football because it seems to me it makes it stagnant. Does that make sense? I would rather mix up a little bit, but I mean, the game with the Bills, that was so close. I mean, they played to get there. So, they can't, nobody can take it away from, and yeah, you could say, they might've been cheated of some calls or whatever, the other teams, because everybody thinks that Mahomes is paying the refs, but
Really?
All the videos have been hilarious on that.
oh, that's a whole nother conspiracy theory to go down. Yes, Chris,
Yeah.
Eagles fans they threw batteries at Santa Claus back in the day.
They
I
showed the
can see
Chiefs
that.
carrying all their bags and leaving the stadium, and they said that was them on their way to pay the refs off.
Yes.
And then
so many
there's a video of
conspiracies.
refs like working out and everything, and it's like on the Chiefs, like they're part of the Chiefs team.
And
Yeah,
after
so-
one of the games, you know how they trade jerseys with the other team? They have one with Patrick Mahomes trading with the referee's shirt. Oh yeah. Now see, I like
So-
that part of it.
Go for the Chiefs.
I like that part of it, but it's just the dynasty. I think gets old, no matter who it is. I mean, I didn't like Tom Brady until he went to Tampa. So,
You like Tom Brady?
well, I mean, it's hard to say you were Super Bowl champion here, and everybody said, "Oh, it's the coach, and you go to a team that is crap, and they go to the Super Bowl. It's hard not to argue that that's some talent. So, I mean,
Yeah.
So since I'm
Now
from
he-
Illinois, what do you think about the Bears?
Who's the Bears?
So, well, who did you finally pick on coaching? I don't remember. Because they just had a new coach. That was supposed to be Mike McCarthy from the Cowboys, but I'm not sure who their coach is. Chris, help me out here. I think that their quarterback, he won his first professional game, which most rookies don't do. I think with him, he's got talent. So I think they're just going to have to build some people around him. I think they're going to be okay, but it's not going to be, well, look at Ben Johnson. Okay. That's the new head coach for the Bears. But it's not going to be easy because look at the Commanders. We had a guy that we've had to build a team, and it's taken a couple years to get there. Well, and new owners. We had shitty owners. So.
I can't
At
say anything.
least-
I'm a Saints fan.
There's another team. That's my grandfather's team.
Yep.
I'm by proxy a Tennessee Titans fan, and they haven't won since like the 80s. So,
Right.
I do wish it was mixed up a little bit, but then there's fun things like when the quarterback from the Detroit Lions goes to, are they San Diego or Los Angeles now, and then takes them to a Super Bowl. And I mean, he was just every play for like 12 years, just beat up. Those are the type of things I like to see. Those are the stories I like to see, you know? So, and eventually Buffalo is going to get back there, and hopefully they play the Redskins and we beat them. The Commanders, please don't cancel me.
You just need to record yourself saying the Commanders, so you can like record over it.
I was born into it. I can't help it. So,
It's really weird when they change the name of a team.
well, okay. The Redskins and the Atlanta Braves both used to be in Boston, and they made them say they had to pick the names because I think the Braves were originally the Redskins and the Redskins were originally the Braves, but they were playing too close together. They made them change names. So the Redskins took their name and the Braves moved to Atlanta. So now that they canceled the Redskins, and I live in Atlanta, and I got lots of Atlanta fans, I think they need to change their name. I think the Atlanta Braves need to change their name. So there, put that out in the ether. And you all in Kansas City with the, we get canceled for that shit, but you do it in Kansas because you got the Kelsey brothers and Taylor and what's that other guy's name? Mahomes. It's okay. So, yeah. So
They were talking about it, though. It was a big uproar about it.
I think it's stupid, personally. I mean, I could go on a whole tangent on this with the Redskins name because the people who demanded the name being changed were not Indians.
Well, yeah, it's like the Fighting Illini, and they had to change that. They had to take that. It's, I mean, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I know. So, and I say stupid shit on here all the time, and so far I've still got 2 listeners, so it's all good. So,
And here we are.
that's it. Chris says, his Blackhawks have refused to let their team name be changed. Too much respect for the name in our logo. I agree.
I'm not a hockey fan. I don't know too much about hockey.
Oh, come on now. Don't you like the fights?
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty much all they do is fight?
Sometimes.
So
I like to go to hockey games and sit behind the opposing team's penalty box and beat on the glass and be like, you stop. You throw stuff over on them. Yeah.
I'm more of a college basketball, baseball person, so.
Oh, yeah. I love college basketball, but I live in Kentucky. So.
Oh, one of our guests that we had on who is a male Swiftie, Matt, he goes to the University of Kentucky. He goes to the basketball games and stuff all the time. Yep. Very nice kid. Yeah. He had a blast coming on, and yeah. So.
That's so cool. My son's at Eastern Kentucky University.
When I used to follow the Illini, weren't really big fans of like Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Kansas.
Yep.
Georgetown. Yeah.
Yeah. Duke is like Duke and North Carolina. And of course, Louisville down the road. They're some of our biggest games of the year.
During the football season, I often kid Amanda when Tennessee plays Kentucky. I'm like, we're playing a basketball team? What?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had a football team.
Hey, our football team has been better. We actually had
gotten
season
better.
tickets a couple years ago.
It's gotten better, yeah. Yeah, it's gotten better.
We have to go
Still-
to the EKU games now, though. My son's
Bobby-
in marching band. He does not play sports.
Hey, that's a sport, though. That could be considered
It's really hard. Yeah.
He gets hurt enough in it. So.
We call him 0 Days. He gets hurt like every day, so his nickname is 0 Days.
Yeah, my co-host, she was in band in school. She was a big wanted to be a music producer, so she plays a lot of the instruments and everything like that.
Oh,
So actually,
cool.
I forgot what, she's going to kill me for not remembering this, but she had her like jaw surgery. I think it was her senior year. It was wired shut, and there was an instrument she plays. And she'll be like, Casey, you should know this because I talk about this. But yeah, she's a band geek. So,
Well, thank
Rachel,
you.
say hi to Mr. Cat and Simba.
I was about to
She's
say,
got some wild. Yeah.
she isn't feeding the sport cat, so come on now. Rachel, thank you for coming. Please come back and
Thanks,
see
Rachel.
us.
Her and the 4, I think she's got 4 cats. She's got some wild cats.
I have 2 pit bulls who do not like cats, so we can't have any cats.
Oh, what are their names?
Petey and Boo.
Aww.
They're both white, all white.
Mr. Cat's wild, that's why.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna point this out. You being from Kentucky, that's racist. So
I love pit bulls. They're so cute. I think they get such a bad rap, but they're just so cute.
They do. And I got the white ones because they usually like go blind or deaf more than the others. So, and I have to give one of them allergy medicine every day.
Aww.
So
How old
they
are
have
they?
a lot of issues. 5 and 1.
Aww. So, a puppy.
we rescued Mrs. Sport Cat and I rescued her pits like Whitey's ice cream.
Yeah.
Rescued a pit bull. She was in the next county over, and she was bait. She was a bait dog for pit bulls, and so she is afraid of our cat. So
Yeah.
and now she's deaf and she can't hear a thing. It's the most funny thing. You let her outside, and at 3:00 in the morning when she's got to pee, and you're out there yelling. You're in the neighborhood. You're like flashing lights. And she's off doing her thing.
Aww.
Yeah. Petey's very gentle and very chill, but Boo, where he's still a puppy, he's just everywhere, eating everything.
Oh, I have to say hi to my work wife. She's in the chat.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
Mia, hello. Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Please hit the thumbs up button, like, follow, share, subscribe. Come on and tell me all the dirt about Casey. So,
Yes. I love this. I've never met anyone who's this big of a fan of Taylor Swift.
Oh, I think they're over it at work, to be honest.
Yeah.
But no, my work wife is, she's very amazing. She's very giving. She's very kind, and couldn't ask for a better work wife.
That's awesome.
so you have a work wife, what'd you say, media designer, public information officer. How the hell do you get all this stuff?
Because I'm majestic. That's why.
I forgot. Yes, you did tell me that. So
I don't know. She asked me to marry her. We can't remember if the date's December 19th to December 21st. So it's been a little over a year. But she just asked me. So, I had to say yes.
Yeah.
it's the same story I have. So
Yeah.
Mrs. Sport Cat come to me and said, "Hey, it's now or never." I was like, "Damn it!" So,
But
and
now
we do. It's funny. We argue July 10th and July 11th. July 10th is our actual wedding day, but I celebrated on July 11th because of 7-Eleven. And so for every year for our anniversary, I give her a Slurpee because what else does she need? She's got me. She's got a stove. A vacuum cleaner. What the hell does she need? So, yeah. So I always kid her about that. She gets mad at me, but yeah. And don't worry, she never listens to my shows. In fact, I think she hates them. So
I do have her in the chat though, Glenn.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Jesus Christ, I can get in trouble there.
I'm going to have to go on TikTok and do a deep dive of this green. Is it Grimacy or
Grimace.
Grimace?
It's O'Grimacy. Uncle O'Grimacy.
I'm going to find some really dark stuff on him.
Because he's Irish.
All of
O'Grimacy.
the McDonald's stuff is creepy. It's all got a creepy backstory.
It does. And if you pull up that list, you can click on each one and read their story.
Oh my God. It's just so dark. Like, why does it have to be so dark?
Well, a lot of things with children are, and people don't realize it. Like, what's the nursery song they teach the kids to tell them to watch out for the axe murderer in England or something? That goes back to the 1800s. Oh, come
Yeah,
on, tell
but
me y'all haven't heard this.
That's not familiar, I don't think.
but McDonald's characters. I mean, Ronald McDonald, I can is a little because he's a clown, right?
Yeah, well, supposedly, yes. She
No,
said she had a washing
yeah.
machine to sew. I knew she must not be listening. So, yeah, the funny thing is, she pushed me out into doing this when I retired because she said, I don't want to see your ass go do something. So, here I am. She threw me loose into the world. So,
My gosh. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do a dive. Are they gonna have him in the stores and stuff, like on their menus?
I'm going to send them an email from the show email address. I'm going to ask for a plushie. I know I'll never get a sponsor, but I'm going to say I need a plushie because I've been pimping whatever his name is, Cooter McFlurry. So I should say
Now
that.
Grimace drives the Dukes of Hazzard car.
How would he fit his fat ass in there? You have to wedge
Not
him
through
the
the
other
window.
way.
Well, he's got the 2 hands and then the 2 feet, right?
I can see the little 2 feet sticking out.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what is that
This is
nursery
gonna
rhyme
go.
song? It's gonna drive me crazy. Yeah, it tells the kids to watch out for the axe murderer. Google's my friend.
Like Brothers Grimm or something.
I had read something about the one before. It's raining, it's pouring, the old men are snoring.
Mhm.
I know there's something about that.
I'm trying to think of any
Not
other
what you would
fast food
think.
that has characters.
Yeah.
That would be just ruined my whole childhood there.
Right?
Yeah, well,
I know. What about the Wendy's little girl?
Oh yeah.
There's something creepy about her too, Glenn?
no, that's actually the owner's daughter, isn't it?
Is it?
And
think
then
yeah.
subliminally in her little thing, it says "Mom" up top. I don't know if you've ever noticed that on the
Huh.
Wendy's logo. Yeah, it says "Mom," MOM. Yeah.
Yeah, it sure does.
Oh, I can't find that song. I played it on the station. Well, a hard rock version of it, and I can't think of the name of it. But yeah, it's telling the kids to look out for, like, be in before dark because you don't want such and such to see you. It turns out he's an axe murderer. So. Yeah, I'll have to see. This is my problem. Muffin Man.
Oh yes, yeah. Muffin Man.
Okay.
Stay away from Andy. Well, we keep Andy locked up in a special place, so Andy comes on our show occasionally, so he keeps me ADA compliant. So yeah.
Poor Andy. Poor Andy.
Well, Chris seems like a fun time here in the chat.
Chris
Oh,
is
yeah.
a good guy. Chris is a good, except now. Wait a minute. Hold on. We'll have to ask you a couple questions.
Hold on,
here.
there's an exception.
Yeah. Do you like deep dish pizza?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you'll love Chris then. Okay. So
Well, Chris might be my new bestie.
there you
Yeah.
go. So now, wait.
Chris,
What's
do
your
you
thoughts
like
on
Taylor Swift?
What's your thoughts on pickles on Chick-fil-A?
No.
I love you.
Oh my gosh.
First
What?
one in how many, Amanda? I throw that shit out the window and slap it on somebody's windshield before I get on I-20. Not on my Chick-fil-A.
Do you
No,
like
I-
pickles at all?
I like pickles. I just don't like them on chicken. I don't like the
Okay.
sogginess.
I don't like them on
Okay.
burgers either.
No.
Yeah, I can eat a pickle. I must say, though, Mount Olive has come out with sweet hot jalapenos. I think it's called Mount Olive, the pickle company. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I've ate like 2 jars of them since I've been in Knoxville.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, that sounds good.
We had a guest on a few times. He owns a local, it's jelly and jams called Fired Up. There's like 3 flavors. And like strawberry, habanero, cinnamon, peach. And you think, oh my God, they're going to be so hot, but they're not. They're like, you can put it in oatmeal or just like you can put it on desserts and stuff. He's
Ah,
got a website Fired Up. And, you know, if you like jellies and jams. I had to throw that out there.
Nice.
Yeah. No, we have Miranda Maverick. She has her own honey and her own pickle company.
Yeah.
She comes on here. In fact, I just saw her post. She has moved up she's ranked 12th in the flyweight division now. So she's ready for her next fight. So yeah.
Okay. I like good local honey,
Oh yeah. Helps with your allergies.
It does.
I do too, but the missus doesn't approve, so. You're talking about bees. Never mind.
But now I want Chick-fil-A, so thanks.
I'm in the boonies. I got nothing out here. I got a Weigels, but just
maybe
like
McDonald's will sponsor you now.
gas station. I am not afraid to ask. So
Say nice things about the ice cream machine.
A few years ago, there was a commercial with Rolling Rock beer, and they had one of the old top hats on one of the people in the commercial, and they were giving the top hats away. Well, in Atlanta, they didn't have that promotion, and I had been traveling when I saw it. And so I emailed Rolling Rock, and they were like, no, it's not in Atlanta. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. I want a top hat. You said you were giving top hats away. I want one. It took me forever, but they finally were like, okay, leave us alone. They sent me a top hat.
God, that makes me feel old, Rolling Rock. That reminds me of my college days.
See, there's nothing better than watching a football game with wings and a bucket of rocks. You can't go wrong. So
yeah, love wings.
Yeah. And for Amanda, for a bucket of rocks, they used to have little Rolling Rock bottles, and they would bring them in a bucket, and then we'd all get out and drive. It was a good generation. So you get a 12-pack of little bottles and a 5-gallon bucket of ice and a dozen or 2 dozen wings, and yeah, then you go drive home.
Oh, Chris said I can stay.
Well, if you are Chris approved, then you are good people. So
Yeah.
Well, Chris, if you like podcasts, you need to follow mine, Notorious Escapades, on Spotify and Apple. And you can hear me ramble and just, it's fun time.
Hopefully you'll ramble about us some. I mean,
Yeah.
I do give shout outs, and I have to mention Walk Like a Mailman. I was on theirs like 2 weeks ago. Super good guys. Like, we mention each other like every episode, it seems like. So his listeners are probably like, okay, yeah, we know Casey Rae, but they're really good guys. And that's the good thing about podcasting. I don't think we talk enough about is the networking and all the people that you meet. It's truly amazing. I have all these podcast buddies, these podcasts that I support, and it just honestly, it's just, and because people kind of say it's easy. They think you just, hit record or whatever. And it's like, there's so much stuff you have to do before that. I mean, there's so much work. Like with ours, we have to do a lot of homework. So I have to watch a lot of stuff, research a lot of stuff, but I love it. And somehow I'm able to work full time and podcast part time.
It's not easy, especially when you're trying to get syndicated. I mean, I think I bit off more than I could chew because I was on, I think 4 FM stations, 3 cable stations. Yeah, I was on a bunch of places, and it got to with some other family personal problems. It was too much. And then I fired my agent because, well, and you had 365 days, bitch, to get one sponsor.
Hey,
paid you a lot of money.
Tell us how you really feel there, Glenn.
Well, I mean, she had 300. Fuck! I got Amtrak in no time. That's bigger than Cooter McFluffy. So.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever get an agent and everything. I kind of thought about it. I think we're up to like 270 followers. Basically, our marketing team is just me bugging people about the podcast, and my co-host. I hate to just call her co-host because she's like my ride or die. She's like my best friend, and she's gonna listen to this and be like, "You're gonna make me cry, Casey." But I had to bug her for like 2 months to even do the podcast with me. But she knows that I eventually get what I want, and she enjoys it. Like, we're complete opposites. I'm kind of like the fearless. I don't care. I'm opinionated, and she calls me boss. I don't know why. I'm like, it's 50-50. We agree on everything. And yeah, just it's been a wild ride since November 2023. And hopefully someday we make some money at it. But if not, to me, the riches are like the people that I've met, and even our guests. Like our guests, everybody's wanted to come back on. Everybody loves being on. And it's just like one of the podcasts is like one of the great things about Casey. She's able to just find, well, they said I'm able to get guests like Carter has pills, but it's just, it's, I don't, kind of, because you meet people, I'm sure, of all walks of life.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Amanda, she came on a show and then I couldn't get her to go away. She's every week. She's like, send me a link. So, and Cheyenne, she is, she came on to do a show with her fiance and I kept her, we fired him. And it's funny, and I was kidding Bobby Dizzle about this. He's another podcaster that I really support. We were friends before, but I kid him that I discovered him, and that's why he's so successful. But so many people that were with me have got their own show now. And it's kind of cool in one way because I'm like, well, I exposed him to something. So, and Brenda, this is not Robert. The hell? You slept through the whole first hour, Brenda. Fast forward. Catch up.
Yeah, you have to fast forward. I've done that before.
Well, I might have to have Chris on.
Well, I don't know how to get in touch with Chris, but I'm sure he can find you on Facebook.
Yeah, he can. My email's linked on our on Spotify and stuff. It's so wild because I covered that local case, right? And everybody's like messaging me and stuff, like tips and everything like that. Like, did you look into this? Do you look into that? And one actually submitted a tip. And I was like, yes, let's get this solved. Like, I'm just, if you haven't, I don't know if you've listened to the local episode about Norma. I had the chief on and first law enforcement that we've had on, and he was absolutely amazing. And he wants to get this case solved. It's been over 10 years, and this poor lady, she needs to rest in peace.
Awesome. You don't do any psychic stuff, do you?
No, but like my work wife does the tarot cards, so she's read the tarot cards for me.
Because I know another podcaster who I don't really like. He uses psychics to do his true crime show, and then he called the FBI live and hung up on him when they told him he was stupid. So
are you kidding me?
No, but he's a dumbass. So that doesn't surprise me. So
how do you use psychics for true crime? I
don't know, but hey,
I'd be scared to come. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of the stuff I cover is stuff that's already been, well, a few that I've questioned whether the right person is in prison. But with like the local one, I had to get the FOIA documents. Like there was literally not that much online. And obviously I can't say everything that's in those documents to provide context, but I'm hoping that community really, someone knows something and submits the tips. I'm like, just submit the tips. But our Facebook blew up because of that when I said I was covering that case, because no podcast has covered that case. So we're the first on that one for once.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow. Do you do any missing people?
We have not. I think I want to look into that. That's on my list. I'm booked till like April. That's the thing. Like I have stuff every week, and sometimes I'm like, why do I pick such heavy stuff? But
Good.
It's
you're
fun.
Late. Yeah, one of the very first shows I did, and it could have been with a dumbass. We did a missing person show, and it was one of the most successful ones.
Okay.
It was about 2 firefighters that turned up missing, and we brought in like psychics from all around the world, the remote viewer, and nobody knew that we were bringing the other one on. And so it was kind of interesting. So,
oh, wow. Yeah. I think I'm going to look more into local. My co-host doesn't feel comfortable doing the local stuff. So it was just me and the chief. But it's like, if it's stuff I can get the FOIA documents and everything like that, and then of course you got to look through that. And it's one thing when you're watching these documentaries, you see the crime scene pictures. When I looked at those crime scene pictures for Norma, it just, like, mentally I had to take like a day or two, because I was like, this is just like, it just is, you know, I don't know who could do that, but it's just different when you're seeing everything and you learn about them and how amazing they were and how much they helped, and that literally no one said anything bad about her. But we might do the missing persons. I know that there's probably a lot in central Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's more people turn up missing than people realize. So, in fact, we are going to end up doing a show about people that go missing in national forests. And you cannot get FOIA information from the National Park Service.
Oh, you can't? I thought you could get FOIAs for anything.
Nope.
I was shocked all the stuff I was able to get. I was like, I can't believe you sent me all this stuff. I was like,
most agencies are pretty good, but National Park Service is tight-lipped. Nothing happens. It's like Disney World. You go to the Park Service, you go to the park, you get ate by a bear. Oh, nobody will ever know it. So,
oh, bring me on for that episode. That sounds like it'd be good.
Well, yeah, we got the man in the chat. We got Mr. Greg Ogles. He's probably going to be one of the ones that's going to be involved with that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Greg just had a film released where he did a thing about Dogman. So, well, it was about Bigfoot, Dogman. It was a good, me and Amanda, that's where we went and met in Alabama, of all places.
Okay.
Neither of us are from there. We tried to get out as quickly as we could. But before I learned to play the banjo. Oh, wait a minute, Amanda already does. But I'm sorry, Amanda. I had to.
It's perfect. I'm right here on the river.
Who is Dogman?
It's an angry Bigfoot.
Okay.
It's basically Bigfoot's body with a German Shepherd head. That's generically putting it. But yeah.
And he's actually here in Kentucky at Land Between the Lakes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Greg, he's a great guy. So he did that film, and he's got several. Well, I think got 2 films out already. He's working on another one. So yeah. And he's going to do some missing person stuff that's going to be really cool from East Tennessee. So I definitely want to keep him around. So, but yeah,
oh, Greg's here to stay.
They got Dogman and the Green Grimace.
There was, here's a case in, I think it was Greenville or Bristol County, Tennessee. There was a case where a young female was attacked by a dog and killed, and no one would release. They said it was a pack of dogs, but they never could find a pack of dogs. And the sheriff's department doesn't like to talk about the case, and it's still unsolved. So yeah.
Really?
So, yeah. So even the paranormal has some crazy stories. So
interesting.
Yep. Yeah. So there you go. There's a rabbit hole for you. I give you McDonald's. I give you comic books. I give you Dogman.
And she gave you Taylor Swift.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm learning.
Taylor.
I'm learning so much. So
yes.
That sounds really sketchy.
Right.
Yeah. I think Chris is my new bestie.
He's a good guy. All right, Casey, as always, we do want you to come back. We like you. We may keep you around. So yeah. If I ever need somebody to co-host on short notice, I'll holler at you. So how about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's how I'm gonna bump Amanda off. So
no, we love Amanda. Don't do that.
No, I've met her husband. I can't. Besides, she's a professional wrestler. She would hunt me down and beat my ass. So no, it's not happening. No.
Really? You're into wrestling?
I was a professional wrestler.
Okay, so there's another local podcast called the Best Damn Podcast. They're all into wrestling, and they do wrestling for a cure for St. Jude's, which I'm like behind on raising money for. but they're really big into that, and they're really big into the local wrestling scene. So you can give them a
Nice.
check. They do StreamYard. Actually, I think they're live now. They always send me a link, but they're really big into wrestling and charity.
Okay. Nice. I sent you a friend request on Facebook.
Okay, cool.
She's a stalker.
I want to see the dogs. Are the dogs?
They're on there. They're probably on there more than my son.
But yeah,
That's bad.
I'll come co-host anytime.
All right.
Nice.
And then since you talked about the politics thing, Ross should be listening tonight. He's been sick. He may not be. He said he was going to listen and see how you did. So, but I've already referred you. So
Yeah, he needs a liberal Swiftie in his life.
he didn't even know what that was. He's like, "What the hell is that?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just forwarded you the message. I don't know."
Because most people assume that Swifties are liberal, but actually it's like a mix. But it's just like, as soon as you say I like Taylor Swift, apparently people assume you're liberal. So, but he needs a liberal Swiftie, and I'll jump on with him.
Yeah. Greg says, "Yay! I don't have to co-host anymore." No, Greg, you're not off the hook.
No. We love having you on here, Greg.
And sometimes we do just get on and talk.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh wait, he said, "Ooh, Taylor, he might be off your list." So,
Oh, no.
Just when I was starting to like you.
Right.
Greg, you're canceled. So, just like that. All right, Casey, I've kept you longer than I've said. We've run over. I definitely have you back.
Yep.
And I will find another creepy subject for you. And maybe there was even, hey, you can, well, I guess the Hamburglar, all those crimes have been solved. The guy in the tight leotard stole them. So, yeah, guess you can't do that one. So, but yeah, we'll come up with some fun stuff. I enjoyed it. And were you nervous? I mean, are you okay now? Did you have to take a Valium
I'm
or
fine.
anything?
It's just different because I'm used to. This is like the fourth time I've been a guest. It's different, but I like it though, because I feel like I don't get to be a guest. Yes, great meeting you too, Chris.
It's fun. It is different being a guest, because I'll go on Jessica's show every now and then, and she has a huge fan base, and they all love me, but I can't get any of them to come over. Well, no, that's not true. I can't get them to come over and like, follow, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. But yeah, you do get nervous, especially because I know they're gonna drill me on questions and stuff, and I'm like, did I answer that right? Just say so. But we're kind of laid back over here. Our two viewers, Chris and Wendell, and now Greg, so they don't care. So,
well, Chris needs to add me on Facebook on Notorious Escapades, and then you can message me on there.
Okay. When you find out his real identity, let me know. For a year, I don't know. So he probably stalks me, and I don't even know it.
I assume he's like 48, but that could just be his.
Maybe it was when he was born. I don't know.
Oh, then he's like my dad's age. I don't know now.
See, Greg, this is how it is. You see, I got Casey on, and I've already set the hook. I've already planted the seed. She needed to come co-host. This is how I get all the hot chicks as my co-host. So,
is he saying I'm good looking? That's so nice.
Yeah. So, and Amanda now wears a sweatshirt, and it really bothers me, but that's another story. So,
I know I'm burning up. I had to try to push the sleeves up.
I mean, it's
That's
like rain here, so I mean,
that's kind of an inside joke. We had a troll that said that the only reason people watched my show was for the cleavage, that I sucked. And I said, well, that may be true, but you did comment and hit the thumbs up button, so thank you. So
I said, I'll never show cleavage again.
Bastard. So it's probably her husband. So
so Chris is not 48. Okay, so.
Oh, he was a Jimmy Johnson fan, not the Dallas Cowboys one. Okay. So,
I love NASCAR. I've got here. There you go. Let me show you this.
If she comes
Oh.
back in a racing suit.
Oh.
My Dale Jr.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like you. So
He's a big stand up.
Well, we have to keep Amanda because she's a Swiftie, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. We'll have to keep Amanda, even if she is a junior fan. So he actually has a huge place in Key West. So
Oh, does
it's
he?
not that bad. Yeah.
I was
Oh,
watching
good.
when his dad wrecked and died. So
Me too.
I was a Dale Earnhardt fan first.
Gosh, I was like that was early 2000s when his dad passed, right?
Yep.
Gosh, yeah. Like 2000, 2001. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yep.
Greg
I
says
love
no one's
NASCAR.
perfect.
Except for me, I'm majestic.
You are majestic.
There you go.
All right, Casey. I'm gonna let you go this time. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We had a good time. So
We
Yeah,
did.
thanks, Casey.
Yeah.
and Chris says, I guess that's when he was born, February 2001. So what the hell? He's like 12.
Oh, he's young. Okay.
I think that's when Dale Earnhardt
Oh.
passed.
Oh, okay.
So,
I was gonna say,
damn,
he's young.
Chris. I better start hitting the mute button when I say things now. All right, Casey. Come over again anytime. Pimp us out on your show and
I will.
invite us over. We'll come.
Oh,
I'll talk about
absolutely.
as a paramedic. I've seen plenty of true crime. So
Okay, well, I got opening starting in April, so we record 2 p.m. Sunday. So let's make it happen.
let me know. You know where to find me. I'm stuck in Knoxville for like ever. So
Okay.
I'll never get home. I don't want to go home. Mrs. Sport Cat's got all my stuff out on the front lawn. So I call her up and she goes, "Who's this?" I go, never mind. I hang up. So, Casey, have a great night. We will see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye. That was a great show.
It was. And she was nervous about us. We don't bite. So
No.
if I do, somebody will
That's
rattle
fine.
me. So, what the hell? So that's right. Paranormal. What are you trying to hypnotize me?
Subscribe.
Oh yes, please hit the thumbs up button, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I am working on a new show. Amanda, you haven't even been included in this news. We're just going to do it once a month, and it's going to be with Mark Anthony. He's the hypnotist that I've had on several times.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to do Q&A shows. We're going to advertise them about a month out to try and get some people to send messages, come in the chat. We'll do the thing, make you cluck like a chicken. So yeah, we're going to do some good things with that show. And then with Jeff, we have UFL starting, I think in 3 weeks. So we're going to start covering the UFL, the United Football League.
Football League. Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to start off this season watching them. So it's really a cool show. It's called The Lip, because his name is Jeff Lipman. The Lip Men, because it's him and his son talking the football games. And then I'm kind of in the bottom corner just making smart remarks. But this season I promised I would follow a little bit better. So we'll be doing that on Mondays. And then following that on Monday, we're going to try and get back to Two Broke Witches. Am I right? Wrong? Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. Register for the festival event. Yeah, we need to talk about that because I got an application in the email. So we need to talk about
Yes.
that.
Yeah. I put a couple of things in the Two Broke Witches chat today because I think we need to get like the double booth.
I saw that, but I was a little overwhelmed at the time. So
if we do that, we'll just have to register once.
Yeah. Chris, they're coming back. They're coming back.
Yes. Hopefully Monday night we'll be back. We've had a lot happen.
The only show that might be canceled maybe the Misfits, and it's just because everybody's schedule is so tight on Saturdays, and I'm trying to come up with a compromise on trying to do a different night, or I don't want to do pre-recorded because then we don't get the fun of the live chat. So that's not really any fun. So I'm trying to figure out how to make that one work with our schedules, but it's so hard because I mean, you work 9 to 5. I'm a bum, don't work, and in Cheyenne, she works rotating schedules. Aaron works rotating schedules. Comedians typically work weekends. I mean, we did land some big names there on a couple shows, but they typically work weekends. And so it was getting really tough. And nobody would want to sit and look at just me and Andy talking for 2 hours. So it'd get really boring. But yeah, so I'm trying to figure out how to make that one work, but I don't know. My news show that I had just started off before I came to Knoxville, I had 2 episodes. Is coming back when I get back to Atlanta, because I've really thought about doing it here, but there's several problems here. You all probably can't hear the ambient noises in the background that sometimes make it onto the show. And there's that problem. And then I'm having to take care of some people, and I don't have 2 screens. It's just a lot of problems. So I've put that on hold hiatus until I get back to Atlanta. But I have been tweaking on it. So there is that. So, all right. So next week, are you going to be with me next week, Amanda?
As far as I know.
We should be, because
Never
we're going
know
to have
what's gonna
2
happen.
hours. Well, that's true. That's true. You may be running the show and I may be off. Maybe you and Cheyenne and Greg and Casey. But next week for 2 hours, we're going to have the wonderful and talented Lacey Blaze. Now, for my fans, here's a little hint. She's got her own show. Go check out her podcast. And then she's got a lot of stuff going on. So it's going to be good. It's going to be great. Oh, well, thank you, Chris. I'm just kind of in a spot right now. So, but I don't think my audio is too bad. There's a few people who say my audio is low. But the problem is this mic picks up so much noise with me being in the loft, the attic. Everything comes up, including the heat. And I live with 3 grumpy old ladies, and they keep it at 85. So, and I can't turn the fans on because it'd be too much noise. But yeah, so it's just complicated with the computer and stuff. So, but we'll get it going back. And well, thank you, Greg. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, Greg, I ordered 2 cameras. I'll tell this story real quick and we'll get out of here. So I've been looking at these little tiny body camera like things because me and Greg have been talking about it. And I was like, I'm really wanting one. And I log on Facebook one day, and one of them said, see, this is how they get you, these bastards. It said today and today only, $39. And so I'm looking at them like, well, it'd been like $70, and I can't really afford it. I was like, now it's $39. I can afford it. So I'm going through it. I'm looking. It's like, yeah, let's get this option. Okay, it's what I want. I click it, buy it. Come back to Facebook. What's the next damn ad I see? A better camera. A better camera.
Yeah.
Hate you, Facebook. So I had to go buy that one. So I told the missus, since I bought 2 cameras, that, well, I bought one for you, honey. So she gets the one that doesn't have all the fun toys on it.
Gosh.
So yeah. And then, and then they don't tell you they're coming from China, and now the post office isn't delivering them. So I have no idea if I'll ever see them.
Maybe in April.
I put them on a boat. What do they do? What did they do? I don't know.
I think where it has to go through customs there, then customs here, it takes forever.
I know for making coins and stuff, I make a bunch of challenge coins for different things, and a lot of that comes from China, and they will just put on there like memorabilia coins or something, and so, well, Greg, I may get yours before I ever see the one from China. So I think I just threw my money out the window. But yeah, it's And yeah, I'm familiar with their customs and their New Year's. If you order something before their New Year's, you might as well figure you're going to be 2 months.
Yep.
Because they take off like 2 weeks for New Year's. So,
Yeah.
and they have some really, I say they're weird, but they're really family oriented customs around the New Year's. So it's kind of weird to us as Easterners. But hey, be advised, we've got Greenland, we've got Panama, we're coming for you, Mexico. And now apparently we're going to have a golf club on the banks of the, whatever it is, the Dead Sea or whatever over there. So in Israel. So who knew? Who knew? So
Never know.
who knows? Yeah. It's going to be to where you don't need a passport anymore. You just, where are you at? In the United States. So. Maybe if we take Canada, maybe I'll get more listeners up there. So it is funny though. I do look at the stats, and we have an international audience. Aside from Australia, where people listen to me or to us from the hypnotist, we have people listening all around the world. It's so weird. Why
Oh,
do you
that's
want to
so
listen
cool.
to me? Yeah, why do you want to listen to me? I'm stupid. So
No, you're not. We have a good time.
we do. We've got a big following apparently in Asia for some reason.
Nice.
I got nothing. I don't speak whatever. I barely speak English. So
Maybe some people are trying to learn English and it helps to watch videos.
if they can learn to speak English from me, there's something wrong with them. Well, I do have a funny story about that. I was making a challenge coin. Which one was it? It was this one right here. And I was trying to tell them on the description of the barbed wire that I wanted to make it look like it was just in a, what was the word I used? Like a knot. I can't remember. I used some country word, and my buddy knew what I was talking about. He goes, "Have you ever put that on a Chinese translator?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "The reason they don't know what you're talking about is because that means come in their language."
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I forget what word I was. It was like, oh, well, no wonder. I don't want that coin to
Right.
come out like cum. So
Right.
no wonder the artist couldn't come up with. I think I was like calling it a wad or something like that. I don't know what I was calling.
Yeah.
Just make it like a bundled up wad. So, and if anybody wants to buy these, I have plenty of these for sale. But yeah, it was funny. Oh, and well, since we're doing the paranormal show, I'll show off my coin again. If anybody wants to buy this coin, the Mount Vernon Monster, I have it for sale, custom made. So yeah, maple syrup. It's funny. I don't think I can speak that far north. Moving to Florida, so. Chris may be right. Yes, that was the after hours
Yes.
show. All right, Amanda, you got to go to bed. I got to go
Yes.
lay outside and where it's cool, and hopefully there'll be something out there. But next week, Lacey Blaze, check it out. I'm sure that everybody's going to enjoy it. It's going to be a great show. She's got paranormal stuff too. So, and who knows what'll happen? I may not be able to put that one on FM. Don't know. Don't know. I'll leave it there. So, everybody have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to hit the thumbs up button, like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you're listening to us on WRFN, thank you. The Radio Free Network in Nashville, we appreciate your support. The Bigfoot Radio Network, thank you. As always, Ross, get well. Thank you. He's got bronchitis. It's not anything too bad.
Gosh.
So yeah, he just didn't go to the doctor fast enough. He needed an antibiotic.
Yeah.
So and then the doctor told him at his age he probably needed to have come in sooner. Oh, I died laughing. So but He said he was fragile. He should have come in sooner. And Ross was messaging me, and I'm like, Blue's right. So thank you, Ross, for allowing us on Yerg's Radio and Rainbow Radio. We appreciate it. And who knows? You may hear us somewhere else. All aboard. You never know. So what do I know? And speaking of Vermont, stay tuned. Might be something up there too. You had 365 days. Great night. We appreciate your support and love. If you want to buy me a Mountain Dew, the links are in the show comments. I'd appreciate it because I'm trapped in Tennessee. I need caffeine. Send help. Good night, everybody.